came up with the look of your character. Can you tell me how that came about?
I mean, I started in preparation, started getting into who Kenny Wells was, and then all of a sudden I kind of looked up in the mirror one day and noticed that I had put on about 18 pounds. So I was like, well, this is okay, that's right. This is who Kenny Wells is, a consumer of life. Food, drink, smoke, everything. So, and then I looked back at my own life and the Kenny Wells I had met through my dad. They were all large, physically almost larger than life. And I always said, Kenny's not fat, Kenny's full. He's a full man. When I say consuming life, they all were kind of heavy, but they were kind of burly and strong. And they weren't people that looked in the proverbial mirror. And most of them didn't live past 60 years old either. Most of them died of heart attacks early because of their lifestyle.
How about the hair?
That was inspired by a couple of Kenny Wells I knew.
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
All right now.
Well, we shot the movie set in Indonesia, the story, but we shot in Thailand.
So what was that like working with Matthew?
It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was great. I mean, he's such a fun guy. You know, he's fun and he's lovely and open and generous. I had a time of my life working with him. We became very good friends. So every day was an adventure. We were shooting in the middle of the monsoon season, and then the water raised 5, 6, 10, 13 feet, and we lost locations. We lost sets. And our schedule was so messed up that there were moments that we had to sleep in our trailers in the middle of the jungle just to make the hours, just to make it up.
Can you share what you admire about Matthew?
He's a free spirit, and I think that has informed his acting very much. You know, I think that he's a very free person. He doesn't get hung up in any drama. He lives the drama for the characters, and he lives a very free life, and that is very inspiring. Yeah, thank you.
I had basically only 3 weeks of shooting, and they called and sent the script and said, would you be interested in doing this? And it was just, I was so ready to kind of dive into something that was that where I felt it was going to be an acting environment where I could just kind of like shake it out and have fun and be experimental and have this immersive experience. And I mean, this was amazing. Like, witnessing his performance was honestly a privilege.
Sort of the moral compass of this.
Yeah. It's nice to be the sensible person. I mean, I guess not always. It's nice to have misbehaviors as well. But it's, I mean, I think that the story of this movie is based on a true story, and it's just so crazy, and the twists and turns are so insane. It's almost like you would never believe that something like that could happen. And so I think having a character like mine to sort of be a counterpart to him grounds the story as a whole, because otherwise you're like, oh my gosh, this is wild.
Yeah, we went to Thailand. It was like the greatest experience of my life, you know, having my family with me, my children and Matthew's kids and Teddy's, and all of us running around together in these like really out of the way, you know, 2 hours up in a jungle with the 30-foot snakes and the, you know, 14-inch spiders, and you know, we had floods, we had avalanches, we had everything you can imagine. You know, but we wanted that. I wanted it. I wanted the monsoon in the movie. I wanted a real monsoon. I wanted a real jungle. And so I was lucky, you know, my producers were able to give it to me, and I think it really plays a role. It's like another character in the movie, and I think we got it. I felt like as Matthew was large, Edgar would have this mystique, and that the two things one would chase the other, and they would very, very dynamic together. And I hope, you know, if you see the movie, I hope it turned out to be true.
I think my character is a shark, and he's all about trying to be as efficient as possible, and so the hair was in the way.
They have some scenes with Matthew there, Bryce, especially where he's getting very explosive. And what was that like to film? You know?
It was great. I mean, the more your scene partner brings, the less you have to invent, and yeah, he's an incredible scene partner. He's bringing such a specific and unignorable, unique energy.